This is Michi from ACS Zakspeed, and it has been released. Sebring International Raceway from Studio 397. I think the first laser scan track, and yeah, I bought it. Definitely want to give it a spin. I'm going to take out the Oreca 07 as a redone LMP2 car. I've already heard that it's been quite a different car. So after its buff or after its rework, it shall have a total different physics. So we're gonna check out about that. Other than that, I just want you guys to get your sneak preview on Sebring if you haven't had it yet. So I've already fired up the rFactor 2 launcher, and I'm looking for Devins Minihost. So if you guys are eager to find out about Sebring yourself, get the track, get on the server. Massive thank you to Devin Browner, team member of ACR Zakspeed, for hosting that server overnight. So you guys get your chance, race with me there, do some practice, get known to the track. It is quite bumpy from what I've heard yet, and yeah, I'm definitely eager to find out. Hey Michael Clark, thank you for joining me here. Just a silly question for you guys. To have the moon eclipse as well, because I was just out for another 2.5 hours because we had moon eclipse going on right here. Also call it the moon of blood because it turns dark red and nearly isn't seeable at all. Anyway, we're sitting here, Oreca. Check about livery. They're all good looking liveries though. But for some reason I wear that first very much. Hey band, thank you for joining here. Thank you everyone for joining me that late night, and I'm not gonna make this a too long of a shot because we got 12:30 already. Hey Tiki. Also Michael, I'm planning to do the lap of the Porsche 911 around Targa Florio over the weekend. I hope I will have time for it. Other than that, I got some practice maybe going on for the 24 hours of the Mall, which I'm actually going to take part. I need to check out whether I need to buy the track first. So, obviously I've raced the Le Mans twice. Had a 24-hour race this year in rFactor 2, but you know, coming from rFactor 2 to iRacing, that's always a total different story. So that is just you guys know what's going on right here. Other than that, I'm preparing for your challenge there, Michael. So already talked about it from the Simpit, so he recognized the messages as well. Thank you so much. It's gonna be fun. You know, I did that that lap in the Reliant Robin, and I remember myself being. It's a different feeling when you race utterly slow cars on that track. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I will definitely take that out. And yeah, now I'm just hoping for the Sebring track to finally load. I could imagine it being a real big big piece of data that needs to be loaded for, since it's all laser scanned, all those details, not just in the track surface but also in the visuals. So I expect a lot from this track, to be honest. Piggy, that sounds good, really, because I'm eager to find out how it really is. Other than iRacing, I've not driven on a laser scan track of Sebring beforehand, and to be fair, getting laser scan tracks into rFactor 2, I think we've been waiting for it for ages, so to say. So we got the Death Bot, we got a Forever Silver. Not sure whether the bot is an AI, it could be, obviously. It's a standard setup, you know what, guys? I'll just simply take it out. some back. Something on the left hand side. Mirrors. Alright, here we go. Actually, we don't. Alright, get me the auto clock. There we go. For your information, I've turned up the graphical settings quite a bit. And I just found out I have to somehow set the mirror first. Bear with me. Apparently. Seems they still have to fix those mirrors a bit, to be honest. There we go. That is something I could probably deal with. As the mirror is still sideways to some extent. I'm sorry. Bear with me, please. Very weird. Yeah, mirror, mirror, seat, seat. You're absolutely right, Michael. Wow, all those bumps here. Hey Sadus, what do you mean you need my help, really? Well, Michael, you can definitely say it looks like a proper Sebring, doesn't it? Because bumps. Honestly, I like it. Oh, laser cutter. There you go. Have you tried the track yet from Studio 397? Concert Bench. There was this bump that took me out of some iRacing races. Well, not took me out, but made the car spin. Also, this Oreca feels like a proper LMP2 car right now. It is really fun to drive, I have to admit. And I do remember myself not liking it too much the last time I took it out in the endurance pack. I mean, right now I'm just on the standard set, so it's not perfectly dialed in, but the car is very fun to drive. We do have no assists apart from the auto clutch. I mean, yeah, right now that is the point where it needs some setup work. Hey, Geoffrey. Yeah, I mean, right now my FFP settings are still the very same that was about the Targa Florio challenge, so... Oops. Still FFP smoothing 0 on the car, FFP specific mult is 2.0 right now.
The lap was a 1:52.98.
Mike, you wanna see me driving the Mercedes around here? Surely that's gonna happen at some point since I'm a massive Mercedes fan. Can't really name a car of Mercedes I kinda dislike the past 4 years. Also privately driving one, so yeah, massive flaw from my end for Mercedes. Well, I haven't touched the curb too hard yet, but I expect them to be quite, let's say, jumpy. Which actually is true though. If you look at the onboard footage from Sebring road course, or when you race it on iRacing, that track should be laser scanned as well. Some of the curbs really you shouldn't touch at all. So Nico Barclay, one of the quicker drivers on rFactor 2, has just joined us. So good to see him here. And if you guys want to join me as well, fire up your rFactor 2, look out for Devins Minihost. I have also put the name in the description. Feel free to join me up here, taking out this new car on this new track. Very nice. It's really fun, I have to admit. So that's why I immediately want to go on. Working a little bit on the setup, just a little bit more to my liking. It could turn a lot more. I think the rear wing can be a little less. Roll bars, little readjusted. And we could run a lot more camber, I assume. Obviously what works in rFactor 2 the best anyway, though, is tire pressure. Oh, thank you, Alan. Really means something to me. But you know what? Just simply hop on. We're not going for a big competition. Neither I'm trying to put someone into a bad spotlight or anything. Right now we're just here for sitting for testing all together. Maybe even give some feedback. Oops, that was stupid. I'm pretty sure that rFactor 2 guys or Studio 397 guys still revise a lot on the current car. They will gather a lot of feedback from the community and maybe fix the one or other issue, like definitely the mirrors that should be fixed. So feel free to join us. The more people we're here, the more we may find out. Yes, Sim Racing. Meanwhile, Nico is, I believe, running in VEC, so the Virtual Endurance Championship. And I've raced him on a sim racing system race, and it was quite close and quite intense. Raced him together there with Joel Pitares, who has just recently joined the stream here. So Joel might confirm that Nico Barclay is one of the quicker guys. I'm pretty sure he remembers him quite well. What I really like about this car is you really feel that the material is cold, so the first time you step on the brakes, really nothing happens. And tires are cold, all they need some working temperature in them. They've done a very good job on that one. So it's not simply you drive out the car, out of the pits and it's straight away. Well, Geoffrey, I think we want to pick up the pace in VEC again. That's definitely one of our plans in the future. Well, Sadas, go ahead then, but if you were looking for a front-wheel driven car, you may want to look for some WTCC car, something like that. There you go. So Nico Barclay is definitely one to look out for, and I'm pretty sure he will cross me up the leaderboard quite soon. There you go, already 3.5 seconds quicker. I've no idea what kind of configuration he runs in though, but definitely he proves his point. And obviously just little shit driving around, not hitting marks, not hitting braking points and stuff. Oops. First sort of imbalance caused by the simulator itself. With all those bumps, you definitely need very good dialed in dumpers.
The lap was a 1:50.62.
Oh, this turn one is always giving me a headache. Yes, Robin, I said dumpers. Well, honestly, Mick, this racetrack is known for its bumps, really, and as it's laser scanned, I believe those bumps are quite spot on. And I've already heard about people somewhat of complaining about this being paid content. But you know, at the end of the day, they've put a lot of money in actually making this track a laser scanned version. You know, renting the track just to put on a standard road car with a lot of cameras on, scan the entire track, code it, mode it. I think they worked on it for a few months now and always keeping us updated with pictures. And I do believe that €9 is not a big deal. It's 40% cheaper than in iRacing, and in iRacing you rent the content rather than really own it. That is a total different thing on rFactor 2. And at the end of the day, if we want to get the simulation a lot better,
That was a
we need to get some money in.
1:49.76.
Can obviously either be done by some investors. Can either be done by some investors contributing to the game or contributing to the sim, but also mainly with paid content. You know, if they've taken care about it, and I'm pretty sure that they have some engineers from the car manufacturers sitting there and having a look on cars, and they have a lot of real life value, which is very expensive. So I'm up any day to pay for that content then, because it just means that you know, with more money, with more budget, there is more laser scan tracks to come, there is more content to come, there is more officially contribution, or there is more workload being done on the sim as well, making it grow. So I do believe if we all pay our price for that, or we all want to contribute and make rFactor 2 be one of the relevant sims in the future, having some paid content that is getting updated, and yeah, that's big support for the sim, isn't it? Yes, others, I can help you, but not right now, as you can see, as I'm still driving.
That lap was a 1:50.09.
Michele, to be honest, that is one of the best tracks rFactor 2 ever did. The Malaysian track is very bumpy, but to me that's far from real. But Sebring is as bumpy as it is right here. Actually, I expected worse than it actually is. Looking at the car select and the tuning area, and I hope this does not pull me out a lot. So standard, all dive planes, no dive planes, lower, upper, no drag, position lights, on and off. Could run a low track here maybe, because it's quite far going straight. Well, we keep it just that for now. So meanwhile, we're still 2 seconds off. Not sure whether they're hot lapping or not, but I'm not paying too much attention into that right now. Looking for a little bit more grip from the rake. Other than that, I can still add more camber, I believe. Brake duct blanking, I should also increase the maximum pedal force. Traction control map looks good, but it's far too stable to me, so I put it down a little bit. Hey Puchisk, as figures, you mean the Norma car? Yes, Adas, you may send me an email. I'm going to answer that way quicker than last time. I agree with you, Joao. It has to start somewhere. I mean, of course, we can sit here and mourn about quality and stuff, but at the end of the day, they need the feedback. They need to learn. At some point, they will become better at this and get the stuff out. You know, iRacing is putting up laser scan tracks for years now, and yet they sometimes release stuff I do not agree with. By all means, really got some issues in that corner here. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the reason why it is laser scanned is to get out all the bumps as accurate as possible, and not by some sort of looking at onboard 24/7, trying to estimate what the actual bump is. And to me, the track feels quite spot on. I do not feel a lot of difference to the iRacing version, if I'm honest. Of course there is the entire iRacing style of physics and the rFactor 2 style of physics. But at the end of the day, the bumps, the characteristic bumps are very equal. And obviously it's hard to compare two different cars or type of cars I've driven on both sims with each other on the same track. Right now I'm enjoying this car very much, and I'm enjoying this track combo, so I definitely can look forward to seeing good endurance race coming up on rFactor 2 on Sebring with the endurance pack. The rear end is definitely a lot more aggressive right now. Fogwhistle, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the gaggle. Hope you will enjoy your stay and get the entertainment. Alright, try not to spin across this. I keep looking up the rears, only in that corner though. Hey Matt, thank you for joining in. How you doing? Yeah, the rear end is a lot more aggressive. I'm not too sure about that Mercury. In other words, I do not know at all. Alright, for some reason I just lost a very much... Oops. Oh, sorry. I lost very much top speed. Is it because of the wing? Probably the wing is one of those parts that makes the car very slow on the main straights. That is very true, Michael. I so much agree. And I hope you got a warm tea there, Matt, but in all honesty, we got heat as hell right here. Right now I'm sitting in a room, 28 degrees, 87% humidity. I'm feeling horrendous, if I'm honest. I definitely want to see but we take the alternate course for once. Well, for me it will be kind of interesting to see whether a rear wing on 3 makes this car a lot faster, because I was losing out significantly speed on the main straight, and other than that I only tightened the rear right height. But I can't believe that 3 millimeters more rake can make such a difference, but we will find out very soon. Chris Shepard, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome to the show. Alright. Coming down the main straight. Well, really, if any, I lost a lot of straight line speed for some reason. And it's not due to the wing. You see that? At some point the delta some sort of evens out. Shit. That was not planned. Hey Matt, what do you mean about the shirts? Have they arrived yet? Yeah, Robin, maybe I should. Buy a few turns. Oops. Yeah, and I should not hit the grass. That's for sure as well. Oh, for God's sake.
The lap was a 1:55.31.
Yeah, if you follow a car, you're likely doing the very same mistake. Yeah, you really need a car that is very good set up for bumps. Oh, as figures, it's not the right field of view though still. Traction control. I'm gonna turn down the right height then. Yeah, it's alright. Yet the calculated field of view for me should be something around 14 or something. Oh, thank you, Michael Clark, for tuning in. Obviously, ooh, is the car too low now? Obviously, I like trying new content a lot, you know. And since it's rFactor 2, there is not too many releases anyway, so my downforce soft, enough fuel to have fun. Alright, enough fuel to have fun means a good 10 to 15 liters perhaps. The bumps are having a lot more impact on the car now, that's for sure. On this particular bump though. Alright, we just put it on soft stun as well. A little more downforce again. As when you get known to a new car, you're testing out the boundaries and stuff. Hey Tom Speed. GT3 or GTE? I'm outbraking myself so much for this turn 2 out of the pit every single time, it's ridiculous. On the GT3, the best feeling-wise is the Mercedes. I think it has a proper GT3 behavior overall, but I do know that it's not the quickest. The Callaway has extreme grip, and from looking at the BOPs, I'm pretty sure that the Callaway is the fastest GT3 car at the GT3 car at the minute. On the GTE side, I have no clue really. I know I told you guys that I'm gonna test the GTE pack and the Endurance pack after I streamed a little bit of the release and had a first look with the Porsche. The brutal truth though is I haven't found time for it, and yeah, that is the reason why I haven't really lots to say about the GT3 cars. I do like the Porsche though, I remember that. Kept it on the roads, done one. This late apex of 2 is sometimes so difficult. So hitting it really in the right direction is not very easy. Someone is smoking quite badly at the front. I still feel like driving the car too much iRacing wise. Thanks for your hint, Robin, but I had the very same lockups with 80% as well. It's just the amount of pressure I apply in anyway. I want to keep that like this. Interesting names on the server, definitely. Martin Foreman, Free White Motorsports. Not sure if he still is, but I know him from there. Yes, as I'm streaming right now, so I'm not checking my mails. Robert, how about coming up the server and show me how to go quicker 3.5 seconds straight away? Let me follow you then. This is probably one of those cars where you need to use first key in a hairpin. Tom speed, I'm racing at 27 inch, 27 sol. I think it's inch in English. 27 inch screen. Wow, look at the top speed I just lack into the lap. I'm losing a second still there. Lots of gain still, just lots to gain still in that sunset bench. Oh, for God's sake, and I just took it wrong. Even with that slide, I gained 2 or 3 tenths.
That was a 1:48.46.
Expect the car there. Oh, for God's sake. Replay tape delay is really bad. The car is very fun though. Like it very much. I'm sorry for the bad uprate in between. It's just every single time I press escape there is a Motec file being saved to my Google Drive, and that obviously pulls the plug on the upload. should easily go quicker by a second at least. Once again, it's just me not doing it. Just did the same mistake once again. Really getting tired right now. Perfect drive through here still.
The lap was a 1:47.88.
But that car is really driven by RPM. That's for sure. Still not perfect, but way better than before. Kinda still gotten that slide. With a good sunset bench, I should be able to drop the pace a bit. I said a good not a bad though. Gonna be 0 to the line.
The lap was a
35,000.
1:47.85.
Yeah, mainly I lose a lot of time there still. And with this, that's definitely a second gear corner. Alright, I'm learning a bit, I'm learning. Let the front fighting hard against each other. Just half a second, you know, if I put myself into the third position right here, I'll probably be alright. That is what I would expect from me right now. I feel the shorter gear ratio could be in help. Let's take the car like this. Not that the headlights would make us any quicker or something. It's just one of the last laps I'm going to do, or last tries. I really need a nap and a cap of sleep. And I'm not going to, I'll break myself for turn 2 right out of the pits this time. Woohoo! Might also handicap myself a lot with the seat position, I'm not sure. What I'm pretty sure of though is that there's traffic in the back. Seat. That's what people usually race here. That kind of position. Sure if it's any benefit. I'm not even saying about it's real or not. Mirror. That mirror must be off right now. Like extremely off. There you go. Lewis, what? 12 hours of Spa? I have to admit I haven't. Get. No, I can't. Get the wiper out of the way. I at least want to ditch into the low 47s. Lewis, feel free to mail me about that Ahoy and Michi at avatronicracing.com. Weird mirrors there. And get me some details of that race by email. And then I may have a look and join. Yeah, damn right, this had to be happening. It's just a total different point of view being in that seat position. And obviously we're not even speaking about whether this is real or not. And because of this traction I'm just gonna turn the mirrors off completely. Yeah, Lewis, you can also put the link into the Discord there. Already put myself 30 laps in, doesn't really feel like that much really. honestly, I do not really feel the car spinning around. Definitely gonna take some of the seat back. Interesting really how many second gear corners there are. Thank you also for following me on Twitch. Oh, I see that the counter goes up slowly but surely. Alright. Give it a good try. Oh man. Just a bit too much. If this felt like a good corner actually, and somehow it just went wrong, then understeered into the exit. I'm surely capable of low 47s. It's just a matter of getting it all together. And that is where my main problem is located right now. Well, you can join that Discord that is linked in the description. Other than that, you should find my email at the very bottom. Other than that, just send a Hoya Michi at avidchronicracing.com. I'm pretty sure people in the chat might help you with that. They are familiar with my email address. So guys, feel free to hand them a link there. That was the polar. I might have my chatbot off, Devin. I'm sorry. That felt like a decent run through Sunset Bench. Just do it again on the next time lap. Would be great. Good turn 1. Just nearly throw it away at 2. I did though at 4. Rear wing gone. Oh, this is really getting kicked up now, because I do know that at least sector 1 in a good way could be as quick as the leaderboards, the leaders time, and from then on it's not much more I want to improve. Hey Sim Racing Paddock, I'm enjoying it very much. I feel a lot of parallels to the iRacing version. I do enjoy the car a lot on this track. I actually see and feel the accuracy of the bumps, and it's not like too distracting. The only thing that is a bit weak maybe is the force feedback on the Logitech. So that could be a bit quicker, or not quicker, but I could be a bit more. You know, I'm going over the bumps, and I have no FFB smoothing, and I have in-car mults at 2.0, and obviously I got minimum torque. But I would expect the bumps to be a bit more pressurizing my wheel. On the other hand, you could argue though it would just penetrate you. Oh no. Well, there you go. That is the difference between a G29 and a direct drive then. Thank you very much, Lewis. I'm having a look at that. Also, thank you so much, Devin, for bringing in your people from the Twitch and put a raid into my channel. Appreciate it. Not as good as I want it. But still, we're improving a lot. Let's see what we're missing after the turn 6. Could not be that much. Yeah, 1.5 tenths. Which was simply a bad turn 1. And a bad turn 10. And more sliding that will cost all the minus. So someone just reported a mirror problem. Yes, I do have that as well. Oh, here we go. That should sweep us into P4. There we go.
7.27.
Could still be quicker. You have to really drive accurately with that car, and I'm not calling it a joke, because I do like that, and obviously for the right reasons I'm crap slow, because I'm not doing a good job on driving this one. Make this a personal best still. Nope. Hey Tristan. Nice to see you again. Haven't heard or seen anything of you in a long time. Actually, no I haven't, but yeah, you're right, I didn't race it for quite a long time because it was not in accordance with a kart track combination being used by iRacing. Didn't really like that too much. Really seems like this first lap is the quickest on those tyres, I'm not sure though. Right now my driving is not consistent enough to really determine. Thank you, Tristan, means a lot to me. I'm just missing 20,000 to miss the full month and a good second to Nico. And as you can see, around turn 10, 11, 12, there is a good half a second located for me. Tyres are looking okay. I'm actually not overstretching them too much. Bang. Hey Craig.
That was a 1:49.17.
Well, Craig, to be honest, I think you can see on the screen how this track actually feels. Bumpy. So yeah, it does definitely feel a lot different compared to other rFactor 2 racing tracks. It feels very similar to the iRacing one though. So I would say spot on. They did a good job on laser scanning it. Oh, the practice was done. So, anyway, that is a good point for me to end here. I'm pretty tired, need to go to bed. Not done the best of my driving anyway, so no biggie for me. It was good practice. Definitely hats off to all the guys showing up here. The Devin, Nico, and Martin did a great job dialing in the car real quick. Or actually, running the standard set. So it's very enjoyable, I have to say. So if I can only recommend you guys to get out if you're a fan of Sebring, if you wanna have a go on it, go for it, because honestly, yes, I do know it costs a €9 or something, but on the other hand, you know what you get from it is great. You get good dialed-in cars from it. You get a good dialed-in AI from it because it's an official track. You always have to bear in mind that only the Studio 397 licensed content will provide the best AI experience. So you can really have nice endurance races in offline conditions, I would say. Correct. You mean that in a sarcastic way, or actually mean that scanning it in March they did a good job? I can tell you from behind the scenes they were working on it 24/7. So there was hardly any other activity going on. So for that, I think they did a great job. Anyway, once again, really, if you want to see more laser scan tracks, if you want to see more good content being produced by Studio 397, we definitely should go and buy those tracks, buy those cars. They might not be perfect, I agree. They might have their glitches, I do know. They have their issues, like the LMP2 car just had the problem with the mirrors right now. Yes, they do have the problems, however they get fixed in the near future, so there will be some further updates in the future, I'm pretty sure about that. That's usually the way rFactor 2 produces it. And at the end of the day, we want those laser scan tracks, do we? We want those high quality content, so we want to get the the licensed BMWs, the perfectly dialed in Formula E cars with a spot on physics and all that. We judge rFactor 2, we judge Studio 397 on their work just for exactly that. So give them an opportunity to deliver content. We would appreciate to deliver content where we say, yes, this is spot on, or yes, this is good content. It's not gonna get done overnight, and it's obviously not gonna get done for free. So the guys sitting there working hard and getting the devs in, and they need to be paid. So getting in the €9 free is something, €9 fee is something I appreciate actually. That is the reason, or that is the money from which the devs get paid and get further projects on. So we just fund them. And to be honest, iRacing is a little expensive, a little more expensive on the tracks. Yet once there is a track out, not sure how they really update it or whether they look into issues. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this a big deal. The only way I'm saying is, people are supporting iRacing because they buy every car, they buy every track, and when there is a new release, I mean, I count myself towards that as well. When the Porsche 911 RSR came out, people are just running to the banks, get the money, pay it, get the content out, and refund iRacing to rebuild new content. So obviously rFactor 2 went the very same way. So we should not sit here and say, why is rFactor 2 now charging money? Because if we were in iRacing, we would pay it straight away. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this a big moral speech. It's Friday night, guys. Get out, hang out with your friends. I'm gonna take myself off for now and wanna sleep. Really need that nap. It's still freaking hot in here. Ridiculously warm. Right now I'm just begging for rain or thunderstorms and stuff, so anyway, there you go. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope we see each other a little bit more on the weekend, and see you soon. Goodbye.